Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We have a 2v2 for you here on Elst Outskirts. I think we saw a 4v4 version of this recently. Let's go for the players. It's on the Western Front today. Representing the Allies, we have Captain Airstrike considered a Gambit Ranger Company for the United States. And Robertus as Tank Destroyer Company for the United States. Representing the Germans, we have Double Waffen SS. Tank Master with Jäger Tactics. And Commando Section as Mechanisierte, starting with a Veterancy Center, Kampfkraft Center, okay. And we're seeing the unique 9th SS Grenadiers called in a cheaper unit you can get if you're playing as Mechanisierte. So they might be relying on getting them up to Veterancy quick with the Kampfkraft Center rather than Sturm Grenadiers. That might be interesting to see what they'd make of this. Yeah, double 9th SS. Okay. Also, the Germans quickly rushing for the fuel down here, no surprise there. Sturm Grenadiers coming up behind for the Jägers. Americans are slowly just spreading out with their riflemen to get some ground. Oh, we also have the unique riflemen available to Tank Destroyer, the 28th, the Bloody Buckets. A cheaper version of the rifleman, basically, that can do some ambushing and some anti-tank tactics. Kind of what they are themed around. And we have more of the SS Grenadiers coming out and taking defenses. This is a very defensive infantry, to my understanding. Even have the building repair ability, or just the repair ability in general. A little rudimentary, so. First shots fire down here. Sturm Pioneers setting up cover behind the locks, while the Americans are taking their cover positions. Do remember, Americans' early game is not as potent as it used to be due to the rifleman change, with them having to requisition extra ammunition from the first tier building in order to fire faster again. So it means Americans don't dominate as much early game, which I think is a decent change. Echelon is rushing up Pineapple Grade though. And Germans very clumped up. They have to relocate quick. Most of their dodge, most of their grade, but they take some hits from the shrapnel. No deaths though, but some rifle shots come in to finish them off. I think Americans could win that now because of that wounding. Have to see. Oh, but we do see the 9th SS also coming up here on the flank. Using the building to the advantage to cover the center. Try and provide some supplementing fire for the ally, but the Americans are then pushing on the other flank. There's enough to stop them then. American riflemen are doing their best here. Third 9th SS coming in, so good to see the people using their unique infantry. I always appreciate to see that. So we have double Sturm Grenadier here for the Jäger Tactics. Need to get behind cover. Keep rushing up here on the Sturm Pioneers. They have to get out of there. More than 9th SS has to secure ground though, I feel. Ooh, Americans are trying to flank though. They are getting some good shots in, but the Sturm Grenadiers are just really good infantry. We also have 3 guys from the 9th SS also present. Just probably some extra fire. Pineapple Grade going out though on the mostly healthy squads. Trying to sprint away, only losing 1 guy, that's good. Americans trying to get close here, but they might get mowed down on the open, but the Germans are not focusing them. Ooh, another Pineapple Grade. Yeah, I think the Americans are going to win this engagement. Very good job there from the rifleman on that flank. The Germans suffered a lot of losses very quickly there. 1 9th SS coming up. Looks like we have Dangmas relying a lot on elite infantry. But the riflemen are getting some good shots in. They're actually even using fire superiority, which means they can suppress because they're veterancy. And that might be that Sturm Pioneer, or Sturm Grenadier, I mean. Yeah, pretty big losses there early on. 4 of the 9th SS coming down here. The Hohenstaufen, I think they're called, so they're named after the German imperial family from the First World War. There we go. We have the half-track coming out here, which is one of the unique things as Mechanisierte. You get the armored half-tracks pretty quick and early, and it costs no fuel, and it arrives with an MG42 on top. Which means Mechanisierte for the Waffen SS can really get its units out. Keep dragging around. This one is only with a 30 caliber. The 30 caliber is not going to be able to deal with the half-track's armor. They lost the gunner. And half-track is just trying around here, providing some support fire. Germans have secured their fuel again thanks to the 9th SS. Now the flank up here is open, but the Americans are not utilizing it. They probably don't know there's nothing. And the MG42 and the half-track is going to be very good to have as a mobile support platform, as you can see. We also have the second half-track arriving here. Oh, flamethrower on one of the 9th SS. That's going to be fascinating. Still no cam cups sent to upgrade though. Oh, rifle grades took out one of the half-tracks. The good thing is that they don't actually lose any fuel on them after all, so they can just get another at some point. Makes it very potent as making it theater to get a lot of half-tracks out. You can really mechanize your infantry forces. Keep driving around on the battlefield again. But it looks like the Germans are trying to work together here to set up a front line. So Americans also present here. Inside the house. Oh, we have carbines being loaded on the Rangers. Good to see. I rarely see carbines utilized. Carbines with a 30-round magazine. That's gonna be cool. Or something with Thompsons on top of that. Ooh, here comes a flamethrower half-track though. Building its road down. Rangers have to relocate quick. So Germans are on the hunt. Very dangerous combination right there. We also have some Storm Pioneers with MP40s around. The rifle grenades will force the half-track to stay at range for a while. Very caliber Jeep on out. We also have a Jeep with a 50 caliber. That will chew straight through that half-track. That half-track is not armored enough to deal with 50 caliber bullets. Just need sight on them. The Mthis, I think, is the nickname for it. At least one of the nicknames. We also have a Ranger Recon Squad here, being equipped with a 30 caliber machine gun. Germans are forming up behind some sandbags, next to an outhouse. Well, now half-track's now heading northwards. There's not a lot here to stop it, but that 30 caliber, but it's just gonna rush the 30 caliber. 30 caliber, it's not armored up with piercing bullets. Jeeps are coming up though. Oh, 50 caliber misses. Clearing out the other Jeep with the flamethrower. Jeep is hard to hit because it was activated with the accelerator, I believe. Well, the Germans are just taking in along the front line here. Storm Pioneers in the center with some Storm Pioneers. Rangers remain around as a threat though. Half-track moving around here with the flamethrower still. We do have an 80 gun around for the United States. But they're trying to destroy the Jeep so to deny it. 50 caliber coming up though. Oh, it's not getting some shots in. Rifle grenade hit it. And Jeep to clear out. Very nice job there from the Germans. So far working out pretty well for the Germans, but we do have some Storm Pioneers coming up here. Flanking the 80 gun. With an anti-tank rifle. I suppose that's not really doing most of the damage here, it's the other weapons. Half-track still going around here. That thing is actually becoming a really big threat. As the Americans are lacking in some AT equipment. That's actually a pretty good combination there with the 9th SS inside. Rifle grenade misses. Might be worth getting a 50 caliber in placement somewhere. Well, that's in a team with an A50 caliber. That could probably have worked. The Storm Pioneers are formed up behind the sandbags. The Americans are still trying to get into a good position, but being hit from a lot of angles. Rangers moving up quick.
We can now dispatch WC-51 trucks.
Oh, we also have a half-track arriving here with a 50 caliber on top. Rangers arriving inside as well. So lots of Rangers arriving here for the United States. To supplement the 28th Infantry. And elements of the 4th Infantry. Lots of various American units present.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Storm Pioneers are not going to be able to last there for long. Storm Pioneers are preparing to flank perhaps. Americans are pushing up. There was also trying to set up a bunker up there. Rifle grenade hit the half-track. And several 28th infantry preparing for a mass push up there. American half-track arriving here with a 50 caliber. That is a lot of American infantry, but there are mines present. That half-track is a little bit more armor than I thought it would be. Might be the other half-track I'm thinking of, the Hanomag. I'm not sure that's the Hanomag. Oh, anti-tank rifle got a good shot in the half-track. Mine's cleared. Oh, some of the mine's cleared anyway. The Americans did pretty well here with the Rangers. Get the German infantry at bay. Ranger infantry is pretty damn good at their job. Very costly though. Probably some of the more expensive units the United States can get. This unit has double BAR by the way, so that's very potent.
Lieutenant has been assigned to field ops.
Oh yeah, that Panzerjäger's not gonna get out of there, I think. Wow, he might actually do. Lucky. Germans managed to push up here with another half-track on the other flank though. Threatening the United States munitions point. Don't think they can stay there for long though. They'd have to get out of there. Stuart is arriving for the Rangers though. But the Americans are getting close to threatening the German munitions as well. Oh, the 50 caliber is gonna hit them from this angle. But here's a Stuart tank, which I think can just drive up towards the half-track and kill it with ease. With his 45mm cannon. Americans are securing some territory around. German half-track is quickly pulling back. MT-34 now being handed out to some of the 9th SS. Still no use of the Camp Cup Center by looks of it. So I'm not sure why they got it. They haven't done any upgrades with it. Like 40 is coming out though, so they are anticipating armored vehicles. Mines are being led by the 9th SS, good to see. Preparing some delaying actions. Now the 9th SS don't have any Panzerfaust on them. They only have the Panzerknacker, which is not gonna be a problem unless they blade AT mines. I don't see any AT mines, just Sprengminen, S-mines. Sprengminen essentially meaning jumping mine. Oh, double SS Fallschirmjäger from the Jägers. Very potent little force here. Puma also coming out. Another half-track threatening the Rangers up here. Very good force here from the Germans with a lot of mixed equipment and units. Double Sturmgewehr and double FT-42 on these Fallschirmjägers, and that's gonna be a dead Ranger squad, I feel. And they're gonna try and mow them down. There they go. That's a very good position for the Fallschirmjägers to be in. Already mowing down the AT gun team as well. 50 caliber is nearby though. Do not get too close. They do have Panzerfausts. But the 50 caliber will slowly tear through them if the cover can break. The cover is technically broken, but it's not counted as broken yet because of weird game shenanigans. They're just mowing down everything. Here's canister shots on the Stuart though. I don't think the Fallschirmjägers won that fight. Yeah, they're trying to get out of there. Oh, I want to get mowed down entirely. Oh, that's a huge loss there for the Waffen-SS. Looks like we have a black position being set up here by the Germans. I just like that they're using their doctrining stuff a lot. That's good to see. I always appreciate people using their commander-specific stuff. Really shows they can think a little bit outside the normal build orders. Rangers are still around. Oh, they set a Ranger camp. Nice. That means they can reinforce and get Ranger units from the front. I'm gonna grab some weapons off the ground. Looks like it's gonna be that's a 30 caliber actually. 30 caliber with enemy infantry. Oh, 30 caliber with BAR by looks of it. Okay, that's like a pretty potent mix. Long range firepower for that Ranger squad. Aircraft weapon just holding the southern flank meanwhile. Oh, they are taking up though, so they might soon get Shermans. Yeah, we already have a Sherman arriving here for the tank destroyers.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Americans recruiting the AT guns. Now they can just reinforce thanks to the half-track there.
You ready to roll out?
Unless the half-track starts to move. There is a Puma nearby. I suppose it's still loaded by the Puma. That doesn't take the shot though, it looks like. AT gun sitting up. Battlefield is somewhat evenly split at the moment. Germans still hold the center, but that's a I cannot speak today. Negligible. Oh my god, I'm just gonna stop it. It's not a amount of resource that doesn't make a lot of difference. Not a lot. I guess the 5 munitions is handy, but oh, good bazooka shot. I think that killed someone actually. Here comes the American armor. Stuart and a free Sherman, A2 Sherman actually. Pull by some Ranger infantry. Water half-track present here for the Germans now, nice to see. Mechanized is using a lot of its tools. Puma's not gonna fight against the Sherman. Oh yeah, Puma out.
Damn Krauts just wasted some of our riflemen. Ready, set.
Oh, and it looks like this half-track got blown up by something. Oh, and now the Germans are in trouble. They're gonna start losing a lot of their front line if the Americans advance. We do have a Panzerjäger here. But he gets mowed down quickly. Oh! They lost the optics. Panzerjäger's gonna try and go for it. That's a very risky move though. Panzerfaust manages to get off. That's gonna force that Sherman back. The Stuart's trying to clear the Sprengminen. We do have some minesweepers though, but note, some German mines can detonate when disarming them. They have like a fail-safe built in. It doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. I don't think we'll see it here though. Looks like the Americans are doing a pretty decent job here. It's very rare, but it does happen. A2 Sherman being repaired. Second A2 Sherman also coming out for the tank destroyers. And A2 Sherman arriving out for the Rangers. That's going to be a lot of Shermans. Germans have another Puma, but no real armor yet. They are still taking up for their armor building though.
Send your orders.
Setting up more S-mines. That's a lot of S-mines. Holy shit. We might see a detonation here at some point. Be cautious.
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming.
I'm not sure it's possible, but I think the mines should still go off on other units if they haven't been cleared. That's just my opinion though, so you need to be very cautious with mines, but I'm not sure that's doable in the game mechanics with the engine and everything. Perhaps that's a thing they can do in Company of Heroes free for people, unless people don't like that. I personally think it would make clearing minefields a little bit more of a risky maneuver to do. Of course, I think the unit with the minesweeper should still be immune, but that's just how I feel. You should still have to clear the mine after spotting them.
Unit operational.
And these Fallschirmjägers are still dangerous. But unfortunately, there can only be 2 of them at the field at a time. You don't want to face all these Shermans unless they can get in Panzerfaust range, which they cannot do out in the open like that. That's 3 machine guns on the front of the Sherman, 2 30 calibers and a 50 caliber. That's for a lot of stuff. There's a pack though, not a pack. Yeah, that is a pack, my bad. Got a good shot there in the Sherman. Germans are backing off. Sherman on the other, no, that's a Stuart on the other flank. And take out the gunner here at the bunker. Oh, almost did it. But just not enough. We also have a captain here for the United States. The Rangers are trying to figure out where to go next. We also have a half-track up here. But it looks like the Americans got the stuff needed to stop it. Lots of 28th Infantry has been prepared for mass assaults. Gonna kill on the bunker there. Very nice. Allow the Shermans to push up somewhat. There's a pack though. Got a good shot there in the Sherman. And here comes the 20th Infantry. Smoke coming in. Oh, there was still a mine. Oh, and a second mine. Oh. And that's why you really have to clear minefields.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Oh, so the 28th is not going to be able to push, but the other bunker is still operational. You know, the Germans making a counter push up here with the 9th SS. Moving around and taking territory. Panzer IV J is coming in. The Germans are finally getting some Panzer presence. German pushing northwards to try and intercept. Do remember that Mthis don't have Panzerfaust, so... But we do have a Panzerjäger nearby, however. Good flank, though. That Sherman's basically taken care of. This is one more penetrating shot. But now the Mthis is gonna keep up with the Sherman that's on the move. Ooh, big fight here in the center here, but the Fallschirmjägers took a big shot. Rangers getting some good shots in too. Trying to take out the pack crew. German has held up admirably. And just very high frontal armor for a medium tank. 700 armor rating, pretty decent. What's the Panzer IV J? Yeah, he has 100 more armor rating though, so that's still something. Looks like it's quickly blitzing out. Trying to get to the front line. German keeps pushing upwards, destroying the pack. And the Rangers provide a long-range support with their BARs. Panzer IV J pushing upwards. Ooh, Puma flanks in and actually gets a good shot. Actually killed the gunner. But I think that's... Ooh, good job there from the Puma. But it still has to back off, I feel. Panzer IV J is now on Overwatch in the north. Mthis has secured the fuel, so Germans do control both fuel points at the moment. Which is probably a very big deal if you ask me. Pillboxes set up here. It's gonna be a little bit more tougher to kill the gunner off. Pillboxes are much tougher. They do take up pop cap. Remember, all bunkers and defense now take population. So you can just spam them everywhere. Oh, we have a telemine going up. That's probably a good choice. Well, destroy most allied tanks in one hit. It's only triggered by vehicles. It's not triggered by infantry, though. It doesn't have a trigger plate. That's a pressure plate. That is that light. So more Americans are prepared.
Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
Fallschirmjägers airdropping in. Which is a little bit silly in my opinion, but that's game. Fallschirmjägers going up behind heavy cover here. That's going to be very hard for the Rangers to get through. Smoke going out. But I don't think the Rangers are going to make it out of that. Oh, it looks like they will, actually. Good for those Rangers. Ooh, big shot there on the German. 28th is pushing up. They're preparing for a human wave assault. Not sure they like that idea. And that's a lot of Americans that's going to get mowed down. Pushing very far though, but... Oh, they're trying to get close for a satchel charge, I think, but they're going to get mowed down. That's a lot of dead Americans, holy shit. Ooh. Not often you see an American banzai charge. And that is a Include Puma. We also have an American recon squad nearby. Trying to get around. These 20th infantry are cheap, so they can get a lot of them. There's some mortar half-tracks here for the Rangers. To provide some pressure. It's actually a pretty decent mortar, by the way. The mortar half-track is very underutilized. Here comes the Sherman pushing up with more Ranger infantry. Experts are being loaded here by the Sherman. Oh, good shot there! Link Cobble throwing away. Don't think the Germans can hold this position. The Sherman is going to threaten it. To both Shermans, actually. There's a pack still on the other flank, though. Getting a good shot down the flank. A very nice crossfire there. Smoke being popped. You only want to have interlaced fire or interlocking fire with your packs. They're only 80 guns, so not fair that well against tanks from the front, actually. You just want to have them on all the flanks possible on angles, which is not always easy to do. The several Panzer IV Js have been prepared though for the Mattcasting. No tanks here for Jägers. They might be try to save up for the Panther. Would be a very potent weapon to utilize. American Rangers are trying to push up. Sherman is ready to move again. More Rangers here to support it. But Panzer 48s are present. Was it the Howard? Okay. Oh, it got shot by this pack. Okay. That's how they lost the mortar half-track. How confusing. Americans are probably preparing to take the fuel here again. They've not tried to do it. Oh, because there's a minefield. Yep. Because you can actually see the German Springfield mines because they lay some signs for them. Oh, a satchel charge. I might clear some of them out. Yeah, that cleared some of them. And yep, just enough time to take it. Two is still in the flank down here. So it could cause a little bit of an issue. There's still a pack around, and this bunker will not do much. We're trying to go in with a canister shot. It's going for the pack. Oh, but pack's got a good close range shot. It's dazing them. And then the Jays are gonna go in to finish it. Canister shot almost kills them though. Ooh, Americans need to prepare for a push though, I feel. Germans are getting a lot of time to get their panzers up and going. Yep, we are seeing the Panther coming out here for the Jaegers. If that Panther gets on the field, that's going to be very difficult for the Americans to pull back, I think. Or push back, rather. Uh-oh, we are seeing the Long Tom on the field. American howitzers are available to Rangers. Very potent. A lot of the big heavy howitzers have been nerfed though, so they are not as effective as they used to be. They also have a munitions upkeep now, I'm pretty sure. So they actually are a little bit of a munitions strain to just have on the field. Oh, we are seeing some fortifications for it. See? And we'll protect it from some counter barraging. Oh, it's set to counter barrage at the moment. Okay. I feel sorry for the German mortars because they're gonna get hit by a very big shell here shortly. And I think I already see where it's going to be heading. Let's have a look. Overshot. That mortar definitely knows it has to move. Very potent. Let's fire another shot. It fires 3 shots, I believe, in the counter barrage mode. Can I hear the shell coming? Yeah. Pretty potent howitzer. Comes the first shot. Here's the Panther. Okay, got a good shot there on the Sherman. Okay, minimal damage though. Yeah, that's not going to be an easy one for the Americans to deal with frontally. Panthers have very high frontal armor. It looks like we have that big motorized, actually just mechanized and armored push down here. 3 Panzer 48s with lots of the 9th SS on the field. Well, not lots, but 3 of them. 1 half-track, by the way. Very nice to see. Like to see people are using their unique stuff. Kind of the stuff you want to see mechanists here to do, because that's what they're themed around. The Panzer 48s, however, don't have any high explosive shells. And I would not recommend using heat shells against infantry and armored weapons. Because that's not what they're designed for. And not very accurate against them either. So it really is just wasting munitions, it feels like. You know, the Panthers trying to fight against the American Rangers here. Ooh, bazooka shot just missed. Probably investigating a machine gun on top of this thing. Oh, we do have a Jackson. Which is probably the best choice the Allies have right now against the heavy German tanks. With a 90mm 8C gun on top. He just needs sight on the German vehicles. Same gun as the Pershing, by the way. They're very potent. We also have a pack gun here. Try and keep the Allied armor at bay. Oh, the house is sitting here because the mortar's there. Yeah, so that mortar has to relocate quick. We see what that Jackson does, because I think that might be the American saving grace in this situation. Because that Panther is slowly just going to chew them apart bit by bit.
Crew, get ready.
The Jackson does have the chance to penetrate. Oh! Panther's eyes on it. Oh, good shot there, though, from the Jackson. I think the Jackson has to pull back for repairs, however. Mobility lost it on the Panther. Oh, Jackson tries to take another shot. He might try again. We also have several AT teams here for the United States. They want to take out that Panther, but the Germans are going to try and keep it alive. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah. Good attempt, though. Jackson's shooting through the terrain. If you can keep doing it, it might actually get a penetrating shot and kill it. Artillery going in too. Missed. Oh, and artillery takes out the Panther. Sherman gets taken out though. On the northern flank, we have the Mthis trying to push again. No AT guns up here. So the Mthis can just drive in, basically. Most of the fighting is happening down here. Mortar half-tank is very close to the front. Oh, a satchel charge goes off the half-track. I guess they were not noticing. They were focused on the fighting down here. How is the fighting close range? Because that mortar half-track is still in counter barrage, so it'll hit the mortar half-track. That's going to be a risky thing for the Germans now. We also have a jumbo tank here, up-armored Sherman available to Rangers, and oh, that Howitzer is doing a lot of damage to the front line. Jumbo's leading the way, as it should. It is an assault tank after all. That was the 3 shots. And what the Panzer IV GAs are relocating. I think they're trying to figure out where they want to be utilized. Jumbo leads the way. Jackson in the back for fire support. A2 got a penetrating shot though. A2 is loaded with Thunder on, so it's using high explosives as its base weapon. Gonna kill on the pillbox. That's why JS has to have to act quickly, I think. As the American Sherman number is just getting too high. Jackson's moving a little bit too far, I think. He's not that armored. He's only got the same armor as a base A2 Sherman. Ooh, and now the Panzer IV GAs are gonna move up because they are too close. Jackson's too close. Got a good shot though, penetrating and killing one. Jumbo took a penetrating shot. He's taking penetrating shots. One Sherman down. German infantry is getting close here. One Jackson down. Jackson on the flank though. Gonna have one of the Panzer IVs. Gonna try and focus on the other one. Lose the sight of it. Oh no, he sees it and kills it. My bad. Very potent gun on that thing. Especially against Panzer IVs. Off the flank we have another half-track assault. Ooh, they're gonna try and get thrown down the satchel. No, no, they got pinned. Now, they really need some weapons in there to be a little bit more effective. Jackson relocating northwards. A little bit of an overkill against the half-track, I feel. Missed. It did increase the range of the Jackson and the M10 Wolverine, which I think is a good choice, so they can actually serve their role as an anti-tank front a little bit easier. They're not as useless, basically, by they get out-sniped by tanks. The Germans are slowly losing a lot of ground. I think the Americans are just slowly powering through them. Mthis do not handle losses pretty well into the late game. Attrition is a really, very big deal for the Germans. Like, if they get attrition down, they have a very hard time coming back. Which kind of fits the whole concept of the war for them, you know. Oh! Funkfeuer got spotted. Will the Americans notice? It doesn't look like it at the moment. They're probably just too focused getting out alive. Second Panther is being prepared. Germans are trying to dig in. We also have another Panzer IV GA arriving. Ooh, that's artillery. Not in counter barrage anymore. Ooh, here comes a lot of 9 versus infantry. We also have another unique squad I rarely see used. The 10 versus. Very good defensive infantry available to SS Mech and SEGA. I rarely ever see these guys either, and they are really cool, by the way. Very good defending. I mean, I'm with MT42s and we wanted rounds and MP40s and such. A lot of nice little equipment for them. I mean, I don't think they're Panzerfausts like the. No, they have AT grenades, right? They throw an AT grenade instead. Oh no, overall, just a very cool and underappreciated unit, like many certain commanders have. Get the jumbos ready to lead the way again. And there's a lack of jumps to stop. They do have the other Panther now. Yeah, A2's not going to do well there. Jumbo might do a little bit better. The Jumbo is more armored than the Panther does. Yeah, a little bit more armored than the Panther. Only by 50 though. It's not a lot. But a Jackson could get in on the flank here, or just any tank could get on the flank of the Panther. The Panther has very thin side armor and rear armor. That's a heat bazooka though. Oh, but they might get mowed down. Yeah, they do not get any shots off.
Damn Krauts just wasted some of our riflemen.
Oh, engine is burning here. Oh, Panther doesn't get the shot. Panther has to be cautious, however, I feel. There's a Jackson that's already coming down for it. Wants to get in the flank to get a good shot in. And the Panther's 90mm gun is a pretty big threat there to the... oh, no penetration though! That's the frontal plate of the Panther's too thick. Goes some Panzer 4G around. They want to try and get on the Jackson. But the Panzer 4G has very slow turn rate. Oh. And the 90mm gun just does a lot of damage there. The Panther's rushing up though. Needs to be cautious. Fallschirmjäger is also present still. American recon team nearby, but they have been spotted. Rangers coming out of the way with the bazooka though. Jackson's also moving up for fire support. Germans have to do a lot to focus on keeping that Panther alive. And then we're going to go down the Fallschirmjägers. Looks like they didn't do much. Oh, A2 ship took a high explosive shot, didn't do anything. Jackson's been armed with sandbags in the front. Increased its armor rating a slight bit. Good shot there from the Jackson. Panther's gonna have to pull back after that shot. Bazooka misses. Oh, Jackson takes out the Panther. Good job there, Jackson. Double jump ready to lead the way. As the Rangers push forward. Germans are trying to push up here. That's not going to work. There's just too much American suppression coming our way. Overall, good play here from the Allies utilizing their Jacksons. Oh, and good play to most players actually using some of their faction unique stuff. I appreciate when people do that. Not often we see people that actually utilize their unique commander units. But the 10 did not do much up here by looks of it. They got pretty bogged down by this machine gun. And here we go, the Germans pull back. The Allies win this day. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye bye!